Just after daybreak on Thursday, federal agents fanned out across Chicago's west side and into the western suburbs, hitting a string of homes and locations in what prosecutors described as a coordinated takedown of an alleged cocaine distribution crew. Neighbors watched as teams moved in, searched properties, and led suspects away in cuffs, an operation that stretched from the city into places like Villa Park. Federal authorities say this wasn't a random sweep. Investigators claim it was the endpoint of a larger case built through months of quiet work, covert surveillance, undercover buys, and court-authorized wiretaps used to identify the people involved and trace where the cocaine was allegedly coming from and where it was going. The government says that combination of street-level tactics and intercepted communications helped them map the structure of the group and move in all at once before evidence could disappear. At the center of the case, prosecutors accuse a Chicago couple, Joel Andrade, 34, and Maria Brenda Mora Hernandez, 32, of running the core of the operation. Authorities allege the two were not just connected to drug distribution, but were positioned as the people who helped direct how cocaine was stored, moved, and sold. In court filings, the couple is accused of possessing at least 5 kilograms of cocaine with the intent to distribute it. Prosecutors also allege the couple had 2 semi-automatic handguns that were used in furtherance of the drug trafficking operation, an accusation that turns a narcotics case into something more serious, because firearm charges can carry steep additional penalties in federal court. The couple is charged with drug conspiracy, drug distribution, and firearms offenses, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Northern District of Chicago. The raids themselves unfolded across multiple neighborhoods and suburbs. Agents were seen executing warrants and searching homes on the west side, including Little Village, while other teams pushed farther west. Prosecutors said 7 people were arrested during Thursday's action and began appearing in court on Friday, signaling that the investigation had moved from surveillance to prosecutions. Beyond the alleged ringleaders, the government charged 7 additional defendants with federal drug offenses: Richard Rubio, 33, of Chicago Ridge; Alexis Andrade, 30, of Chicago; Jeremy Rush, 34, of Downers Grove; Devontae Jones, 30, of Chicago; Jose Navarrete, 23, of Chicago; Jeremy Reyes Gonzalez, 21, of Cicero; and Alexis Gutierrez, 43, of Riverside. Prosecutors say these defendants were part of the distribution side of the operation over the last year. 2 of those defendants, Rubio and Alexis Andrade, also face allegations tied to possessing handguns as part of the trafficking activity, according to prosecutors. In cases like this, the government often argues that firearms aren't incidental. They're treated as tools used to protect product, money, or territory, and to enforce control in a drug operation. Whether the government can prove that link is a key point these cases typically fight over in court. Prosecutors allege the cocaine was distributed not only in Chicago, but also in surrounding suburbs, including Addison and Rosemont. The geography matters, because it suggests investigators believe this wasn't limited to one block or one neighborhood. Instead, authorities describe a network that moved product through multiple locations, exactly the kind of footprint wiretaps and surveillance are designed to uncover. For Federal Bureau of Investigation and the Chicago Police Department, cases like this are often about timing and pressure. Investigators try to build enough evidence to charge leadership, but they also have to move fast enough that suspects don't adapt, relocate, or destroy evidence. Prosecutors are now putting the allegations into the federal court process, initial appearances, detention hearings, and the start of what can become a long battle over evidence, including the legality and interpretation of wiretaps. And for the public watching from the outside, this is the important line to remember. These are allegations laid out by prosecutors, and the defendants are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty. But the government is clearly signaling that it believes it dismantled an active distribution crew, one it says operated for about a year, moved significant amounts of cocaine, and relied on weapons along the way.